Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm going to do a little bit longer review this time because I want to get in a few different swords here. Uh, First off, wait, let me show you. I got to do a ray skin. Let me show you. Ooh, pretty cool. Now, this was like really dark compared to my other ones, so it's got the cool nodes right there. Can you see them? Yeah, right there. Yeah. All right. So anyway. So that's like three of like those tiger ones that I got. Pretty cool. I'm trying to buy them all before they run out. Probably be extinct and it'll be my fault. All right. Okay. So I want to talk about this one here. I've been dreading this review because I don't like this sword. I'm not happy with it. It is Bohihyu, which I have been talking to them. I'm trying to get a custom sword made with them. Having a little problem translating and whatnot, but I don't know, I'll let you know on that one. So this is supposed to be T10 leather Ito. It's pretty tight. The Semigawa, my other ones are just bleached, and this one looks like it's been lacquered like white or something. It's really white, so that's kind of cool. The Ito ain't bad for leather. It's pretty tight actually. Kashira kind of hits you right there. You see up on top, right there, man. Bam, bam, right there in the palm. Ooh, that's not good. I mean, it ain't too bad. I can fix it with, if I coat it with some of my water-based polyethylene that I usually put on my Ito, and it's a matte finish, so it won't shine. But this is already shiny, so I don't know. Usually if you coat that a little bit, it makes it soft and you won't even feel it. It is a magpie theme. Can you see that? You see a little Tweety bird? Okay. So this is T10. I assumed that it was like my other T10 that I got before this one, which will slice right through bamboo, no problem. This one, I took out and I bent it bad. I mean, it looked like a boomerang. Let me get a glove on so I don't mess up this blade here. I mean, it don't look bad. The hamon looks pretty nice. I mean, you can see scratches from me cutting bottles. I use a light cutter now. The Kasaki's off a little bit. Or the Bohi's off too. And it's really wonky. It feels like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's really grinded down right there, right at the tip of it on this side, and it's going. So you have that. Like I said, they say it's T10, 2.86 pounds. I got 2.4. 28.3 inches. I got 28. On the blade, the Suka was 10.2. I got 10.5. So a little off on their measurements, but you know, nothing serious. Like I said, this Bohi's really wonky. I don't like it. I mean, they could have done a better job on that for sure. I mean, it's not bad. The Fuchi's a little loose now for me using it. That's not a bad fix. Just put some a little piece of sandpaper on the inside of the Fuchi and put it back on there, and you're good. The Saya was veneered and looked like a kitchen cabinet, so I ground that down and spray painted with like this hammered kind of lacquer. And what I'm thinking about doing is like an experiment. I'm going to take some other color, I don't know what yet, and kind of blotch it, and then ball up some plastic and smash it down, make it kind of a stucco kind of a look, and then put like 53 coats of lacquer on it. So you'll see it, but you won't feel that. So we'll see how that turns out. Maybe cool, may look like crap, but it doesn't matter because I don't like this sword anyway. No, I mean, it's not a bad sword. It was $157, which went against my $200 rule. With me cutting a lot of bamboo, I got to have a heavy cutter. And this was obviously not a heavy cutter if it got bent. Cutting on the same stuff that all my other swords don't bend on. So I contacted them. I told them it bent, and they said, if we send you a bare blade, can you install it? I said yes. And so they sent me this, in a box. Just a little bit at a time here. I mean, this blade looks almost the same. The Kasaki's about the same gap of difference. The Bohai's a little wider, even wonkier. There's a big spot missing right there. It almost looked like the blade's bent. It's so ground in right there. But that's not my main concern. My main concern is that right there. And yeah, as you can see, well, let's turn it this way. You can see that, I mean, where the blade is, where the tang, I mean, they just got like super thin on that for some reason. And then that happened. So I would think, guys, let me know if I'm wrong. I would think that would put heat right there and temper that spot, which would probably make it weak. I don't know. I don't want to use it. If anything, I'll grind the blade down and use it as a practice sword. Just interchange the blade with the Tsuka on that one. And, at least it'll get used. I don't want to take it back. I don't want to send it back to him in case, somebody else gets it. It breaks. I'd feel horrible. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's kind of a conundrum there. I'm not real happy with that. It didn't give Bohihyu a good name, as far as I'm concerned. Now, these other two swords are awesome. You guys have seen this. You've seen me chopping with this one a lot. It's a double Ito. It's awesome. I mean, $10.95. They say about 3 pounds. Well, it weighs 2.4 pounds without the saya. Just blade alone. Heavy cutter. The blade's a little shorter than they say. They say 28.3. I got 27.8. With a hardness of more than 60 HRC after heat treatment. So, that means anything to you guys? Man, that sounds real good to me. It'll cut through PVC pipe, I know that. So, yeah. So, you got, and this is Bohai. I'm really happy with this one. It was $189. This was the one, after this, I made my $200 rule. Anything above two. And then I started getting, I think I got my Sino swords in the mail, and that kind of, dominated that. It was like, and they were around $200, give or take. And, so then I knew what I could get for $200, and that was good. It was what I needed. If I wanted to spend more and get something even flashier, I could. But the $200 rule was the minimum, That's what I went by. And a lot of you probably want to go by that too, or you have your own amount, that you're set with. Now this is Bohihyu. I love the sword. $238. T10. They say that's all gold plated, copper. I don't know if it's gold and silver plated or white gold. But it looks nice, man. I mean, just a really nice sword. Really, I mean, the fittings just go with it. This suede, I got white cotton all over it now. The suede Ito is just awesome, man. It's like squeezing the Charmin. Don't squeeze the Charmin, but I have to. I mean, I can just stand out there all day and just hold the sword and just not swing with it, just because that feels so cool. The Fuchi does have a little. It's a little bigger than the Ito, but that don't concern me because usually my hand's way down here. So, I mean, it's not bad. Even if you do rub on it, it's not bad. Rosewood saya. I love the saya. My dad's told me, he used to say that God invented rosewood to make guitars. And he was probably right about that, but I'll be danged if it don't work for sayas also. So, there's that. The damn thing weighs like 40 pounds. It don't weigh that much, but it is a little heavy than most because of the rosewood, I would think. So yeah, you can see them on some scratches there. It's got some use, but basically a really pretty hamon going on. The Kasaki's well lined up. The Bohai's well lined up there at the top. It's not wonky at all like those other ones. I mean, I feel a couple little ridges right here, and then it's kind of grinded like that one, or the other one is like that one too. It's like the guy who does that got interrupted. Hey, Charlie, what? You look over here. Oh, but this one's not near. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not like that one. I mean, it's much more tolerable than, yeah, I mean, that one's like, woo, really wavy. So, so let me, like I said, I love this sword. I love suede. This sword made me, because I was building those other three, and I had the cottonitos all lined up, the colors that I wanted and everything, and then I got this sword with the suede. Well, I ordered like 20 different colors of suede ito after that. I'm like, this is really nice. And if you have any suede ito, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I recommend you go feel it, because it is nice, man. It really feels cool, man. I don't know if I'm just a fan of suede leather or what, and didn't know it before I got it on my samurai sword. I don't know, but I do like it. So, like I said, I love this sword. The difference is, I love both these swords. I mean, I'm not happy about how it looks. I wasn't concerned about that at the time. I like the way this one looks better than that one, but both of them cut like a dream. I mean, especially that green one. It was just, I've had so much bad cuts with that one, and I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with it. It's fine. I've honed it once since I've had it like a little over a year. It's awesome. I cut with it all the time, and it's just awesome. I don't know what happened with that lower price. Like I said, that kind of instituted my $200 rule for me. So hopefully you have your set number and it works for you. And I just, for some reason, I wanted to go. I knew better, but I wanted to try it because it was Bohihyu. I probably wouldn't have done it with anybody else. I just wanted to see what would happen, and that's what happened. It wasn't really good. So, could have been better. Could have been worse. I don't know. Could have been better, though. But anyway, that's my review for my Bohihyus until I get my custom ones going. Oh, I got one more coming in the mail. It should be here in like a month. Another month or so. Free shipping. Bohihyu, by the way. That's pretty nice, man. It's only been like a couple weeks, so it's like almost 2 months, and I'll have it like 7 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks, I think, and I should have it. Usually about I haven't got one that took less than 2 months to get here from Bohihyu through Amazon. So if that tell you anything, that's pretty cool too, and it's free shipping. So that's pretty awesome, and they're all around $200 range. So imagine that. You too can have a katana land and have fun for $200. I don't know where you can get another katana land, but you can get a sword from Bohai. Alright, anywho, that's mine until the other one comes, and hopefully I'll get a custom one built by them. It'd be nice. Until I build my 3 customs that I got. So you just have to wait. I do have some, you've seen all these. Well, I got a review on that coming. The Sino sword. That's my last Sino sword. These are all 3 JQ Sino swords. The top one's the Ronin. I won't do a review on that one. These 3, which I'm sure you're interested in that one. Everybody is. Those 3 are Ryan swords. I'll get into them later, and they're really nice though. So all my swords are. I love my swords, don't you? All right, Samurai Bird out. Later, man. Thanks for watching. Cut safe.